Hi, bye. I'm here with Hagen Bert Macbert from university. So, Hagen, how long you been doing this?
We're winding up our 40th year right now, Lonnie. I never saw myself doing it for 40 years. My initial goal was five. What we're doing, we're just winding up our 40th year. I don't know where the 40 years went, but I've created a lot of memories. I've met a lot of good people, and it's been a fun ride.
Okay. So, I know you have that movie in here. You told me earlier. We'll be talking about that later.
Right.
So, why did you dive into doing this?
Started out in radio. My first job in radio was 79, 80. I started at WTMB. At that time, Steel Health Mart Drugs was here, and the radio station was above that. My very first job in radio was at TMB. Then I had a radio job at WRJC in Boston till about early 80s, and then that fell through. They hired other people. And then I had a brainstorm in 85, 86. I went down to, at the time, it was called Marcus Cable. It was located where Rowan's TV used to be. I walked in there. I said I'd like to put stuff on cable TV. They kind of laughed at me like, this is never going to work. And obviously it's just growing from there. So
Okay. Now, I know you have double business banker you. So, if someone wants to have a business or ma'am on your TV, I'll do them that. Thank you for doing that.
I basically sponsors is how you people. A lot of misconceptions are does the school district pay you? No, the school district doesn't pay me. I rely on sponsors, and if you watch our ball games, you're one of the sponsors. These are businesses that sponsor me, so I totally rely on businesses for their financial support. I think the biggest thing, Lonnie, I want to hit on, and I owe this to you, is that even though you and I have been doing it for 3 years,
Yeah.
there are so many people out there that still do not realize. They think I'm just on Spectrum TV, and thanks to your help, for over 3 years now, I have a YouTube channel, Hagen Sports Network YouTube. I also have Facebook, Greg Hagen Facebook they can go to. So I'm amazed at how many people do not know that. So that's one of the main things I want to emphasize. There are three options out there to watch my stuff, whether it's a city meeting, a sporting event, choir concert, holiday parade, 4th of July parade, community update, which we started over 20 years ago. It's that simple. You don't have to have Spectrum anymore, although we do have a lot of people that watch me on Spectrum, but it's simple as check it out. Go to Hagen Sports Network YouTube, also Greg Hagen Facebook, and people see there's a lot of stuff on there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. I know it's been a while. I've been working with you. But back to the bantering. How much do it cost to have a banter on your TV channel? How much do you touch people?
It's $50 a month. $50 a month to advertise on my network, and the thing to that is that the biggest thing to that is the name of your business is it's going out three different places. It's on my network. You're going to see it on my network. You're going to also see it on my Facebook page and my YouTube page. So for $50 a month, and I mean YouTube right now, as you know, with YouTube, you could watch something of mine on your phone. You could watch it out in California. So I mean, for $50 a month, your name of your business is going out in three different places, which to me is a pretty good deal.
Oh, it definitely is. How do people contact you? Do they email you, call you?
Easiest way to get a hold of me is email me at hagensports@hotmail.com or 608-317-4060, 608-317-4060. Those are the two easiest ways. Probably easier just to email me, yes.
All day. Alright, so one question for you. We've been talking about this earlier, me and my woman been. But all the movies you've been making,
Right.
all the year, what one is your favorite you ever did?
The most popular event that people still talk about to this day is 1998 football. We played Menominee here. It was a Saturday afternoon game. If I showed you the video, there are literally people standing outside the fence, so I know you like to stand and watch a game,
Yep.
but literally across the street on rooftops watching the game. They were defending state champions. We were not supposed to win the game. In exciting fashion, we won the game, and if you go to my YouTube page, that is on there. And that clearly has the most views of anything on my YouTube page because it was such a great game. The other game that would really stand out would be the last time the boys went to state in 93, 94, when we beat Madison La Follette at Madison to go to state. And that also has a lot of views. So, but that one would stand out. The bad thing about doing this for 40 years, Lonnie, is we've talked about this, and hopefully we get some video of this. DVDs haven't been around forever.
Yeah.
So because of that, I have behind you, and we can hopefully show the
Yep, we
video
will be
of that.
doing that.
I have well over, probably between 1,500 and 2,000 videotapes. Do they take up a lot of room? Absolutely. But DVD wasn't always around. But that's the other thing I want to emphasize, where people may think, hey, I played football in the 90s, I played football in the 80s, I was in the choir in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, early 2000s, and does he still have this stuff? And yeah, when you have over 1,500 videotapes, I have all that stuff, plus I have a lot of stuff on DVD. But that's the bad part, where had DVDs been around, we wouldn't be talking about it, but DVD, nobody knew about that when I first started out. So.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get some video of that, because I think people would be amazed to have. I have almost 400 videotapes alone of just varsity football. That gives you an idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Then people buy the movie off of you?
Yeah, if people want it, yeah, and I have rates, like, for people, they may want the whole 91, 92 football season, and the more games you buy, the cheaper it is, that type of thing. But I have all kinds of sports from the early 90s, the late 80s up until right now, actually, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we will move our break and with all rest of your movie break, and we'll be right back on Hagen vs. McWorth.
All right, now this is just a small room that I have in my apartment. Right now, I'm trying to find some videotapes, so that's why you see some stacked here. But when it's 4 rows deep, this top row is 4 rows deep, as all these are 4. This is 4 rows deep, this is 4 rows deep, that's 4 rows deep. When it is full, and it's not right now, there are over 800 videotapes on this one wall alone. And if you look over here, Lonnie, this is all varsity football. There's over 400 videotapes of varsity football from 85 on up. And I have another room that has over 700 videotapes. So that just so when somebody calls up and says, hey, can I get a choir concert or a play? That's the other thing I need to talk about. I have musicals from the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Okay.
Middle school, grade school, elementary. Yes, I do have them, but as you can see, nothing is in order. So if you're looking, say, for the musical Sound of Music from 2000 or the 90s when it will take me a while to go through to find them all, but I do have them. So that's the one thing I want to emphasize. So.
Okay.
The other thing I've been very proud of in my 40 years of doing this, Lonnie, I have won some awards. I'm kind of, you know me very well. I don't have a big head. I love what I do. You know that. You know me very well. But the community has been nice enough to give me awards over the years, and I've also appreciated that. And I think maybe you want to show some of that also, or not?
Yes, yep, we'll be doing that at the end.
Okay, so that's maybe the next thing we can do then.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, definitely. That's in very big weave. What is your oldest movie you have in here? Your oldest?
The oldest one?
Yep, you ever did.
Would be in this rack somewhere. It'd be varsity football. Our very first varsity football game was 85-86. It was a home game against Baraboo. When I first started out, you would turn on your TV and there was no video, but you could hear the game just like watching radio.
Oh, yeah.
But then I thought, hey, let's try video, and our very first football game was 85-86, and that is in this football rack somewhere. So that would be the oldest one that I have. It's the very first one we ever put on the network. Yeah.
The money they will put on YouTube money day.
Right.
We have to do that.
Yep.
Alright, so we will move on to the Mac part, and we will do off the whole reward you make.
Thank you. So, Lonnie, I just want to kind of show you some of the awards that the community has been nice enough to give to me. This one goes all the way back to 1996. The Chamber of Commerce here in Toma just recently had well over their 60th Chamber banquet, and way back in 1996 I won the Community Service Award. It's given to somebody who they feel does a lot for the community, and I was very appreciative to get that from the chamber. So this goes back to 1996. And then I was also fortunate enough back in 2016, every year we've had, depending who the mayor is, every year, whether it's been Ed Thompson in the past, Nellie Pater, John Roosh, they all give out the Mayor's Award, and I was very fortunate to get this award from the mayor back in 2016. It's a very nice award, and then they continue to give this out every year, but I was very fortunate to win it. And then there's been other organizations, the Toma ACT, Toma Area Community Theater. They've been around. They do great work. I've been fortunate enough to have been asked to videotape some of their plays. It's a tremendous organization. Great acting, tremendous acting ability, and ACT people now realize how much talent there is there. And they asked me a while back to come to the banquet. I kind of thought this is maybe why they want me there, and I won this back in 2018. So these are just some of the awards that I've been fortunate to win. I do appreciate all of these. I'm not about awards. It's about we've talked about this. It's not uncommon for me to be out and about, whether I'm at Quick Trip or Walmart, and maybe it's an adult, maybe it's not an adult, and they'll come up to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Hagen, I just want to thank you for taping our games." And that means a lot to me because most times I don't know who they are, but then I kind of figure it out. I think the other misconception that I'm glad we're doing this is I just ran into a former Toma athlete a couple months ago. I think the other biggest thing is, since I've been doing it, is a lot of people are wondering two things. One, are you still doing it? And yes, obviously we're still doing it. This is my 40th year. And then when I tell them I've been doing it for 40 years, they're shocked. So those are the two biggest things I want to emphasize, that yes, we're out there, but we're out there in 3 different ways now: on the Hagen Sports Network YouTube, on Greg Hagen Facebook, and on Spectrum TV channel 983. So that's the biggest thing. People say, how long will you continue to do this? It's a fun ride. I hope to continue it for quite a while, but with your help now on YouTube and everything, hopefully we can make people more aware that there are other options than just TV, because there are other options, and that's all because of you, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, mobile man. Then if any more business open up, you're more welcome to go up and talk to any more business coming down, stuff like that.
Yeah, thanks to the Chamber of Commerce, Tina Thompson. They do a tremendous job of letting me know when there's a ribbon cutting in town. I've taped many ribbon cuttings for the Chamber, and it's a good way. And then my community update is a way of, because we really don't have a newspaper in Toma, I don't have to tell people that. I'm kind of the eyes to the community right now. I've got a lot of shut-ins that I'm kind of their eyes to the community, so I mean, that's a good feeling, because I know that they can't get out to these events, but they can watch it on my network. So that's very important to me. So very important to me.
I think that we're going to try to end this soon. So thank you for letting me come in and talk to you with a one-on-one. I know we've been talking about doing this for a while.
We've been talking about it for quite a few months, and I appreciate you doing it, Lonnie.
More bomb though. Thank you, talking to you. And that is on Hagen Bird Macro.